we can borrow from our knowledge of Arabic numerals and Greek number placement. We learn at a young age how a unit moves left into a tens column by adding a zero, and a hundreds column by adding a further zero. The Maya invented the same counting system of zeros and number placement. Imagine if instead of a column moving left, the unit was a row that moved up. This is the first principle of counting in Maya. The second principle requires the concept of fives rather than tens as the next counting group. The first four units in the five each receive a dot. Possibly stones or pebbles were used when counting was first devised, and are replaced by a bar, possibly a twig or a stick originally, to represent a group of 5 units. Above this bar are placed 4 more dots to count 6, 7, 8 and 9, until 2 bars represent 10. The same idea extends to 19 before the Maya used the concept of zero, possibly a shell originally. When going from 9 to 10 in our system, the 9 is replaced by a 0 and a 1 appears to the left. When going from 19 to 20 in the Maya system, the 19 is replaced by a 0 and a 1 appears above it. So this is not the representation of 10 rotated 90 degrees clockwise, but 20, a counting term that we still use sometimes also, a score. Similarly, 2 dots above a 0 represent 40, and 1 dot above 2 zeros represents 400 instead of 100. Base 10, or decimal counting, is replaced by the more efficient base 20. The 20-day Maya month cycles 13 times to form the Tzolk'in calendar. It is still used today in many Maya communities. The Maya knew that the Earth orbits the Sun once every solar year. They approximated this with a second calendar in which the same 20-day cycle repeats 18 times instead of 13. That calendar marks 360 days, falling short of a true solar year by 5 days. So it is sometimes called the vague calendar. They added 5 days, considered unlucky days, at the end of the cycle to represent a true solar year. The Maya will always be known best for their long count calendar. That is the calendar that cycled back to its beginning on December 21st, 2012, amid so much hype. It also uses mainly base 20 counting. The first cycles are the same 20 days counted 18 times found in the vague calendar. 20 repetitions of the vague calendar form a tune, and 20 tunes form a katun, while 20 katuns make up a baktun. For reasons that may never be known, 13 baktuns bring the entire calendar back to the year 0.